My name is Kashiun Pierce. I'm a mom to 3 beautiful kids. I have an amazing husband. I love watching my kids grow up. I love them seeing certain milestones, and it just makes me happy, and I'm grateful.
My name is Amy, and I have 3 boys, and my life goal was always to be a mom because I love children, and they are a gift.
I've been at Versiti for about 3 years now, and I love my job.
This one's gonna help a lot.
Our job is obviously mission-based, and we get to save lives for a living, and we get to connect with our community and outreach and set up blood drives and just help change people's lives, and it's amazing.
Starting a family is something that is very exciting for people, and it looks differently for everybody. For my husband and I at the time, we were very excited to build our family and didn't have any idea that it wouldn't look like we thought it was going to look. My oldest was 3 at the time, and we had tried for a very long time to get pregnant again. And finally, got pregnant, and my pregnancy was fine, didn't have any problems until it wasn't.
My husband and I just recently had our 3rd baby, and we were on our way to deliver Keaton, and we were excited and so hopeful. I had 2 other deliveries before. Everything went very smoothly and safely, and then upon the laboring process, things started getting complicated. We had some complications. I had to go back for an emergency C-section, and I needed blood to survive.
So I went into labor early. I was about 3 weeks early. Knew something wasn't quite right, and so we went into the hospital. I discovered that I was in way more trouble than anybody ever knew. Then they brought in an ultrasound machine and discovered that there was no heartbeat. They delivered her by emergency C-section, and then when you've looked forward to something like that, especially when it's one of your kids, that you have prayed for and hoped for, and you have all of these hopes and dreams, and then all of those things are just gone in just an instant, just like that. So at this point, she's gone, and I'm fighting for my life, and ended up staying a week in the hospital in ICU, received over 30 units of blood and blood products. The gift that it is, you can almost feel the love that's coming from that bag or those bags.
I was back in labor and delivery still. I just had my C-section, and I knew something was not right. My baby wasn't there. I had several doctors over the top of me and nurses, and my husband was over me, and he just flat told me that I was dying, and I had to have blood to save me. And over the course of my week long at the hospital, I had to have an additional surgery. I had to have a total of 3 units that saved my life, and I am forever grateful for our blood donors and our Versiti family, because without those donors, I wouldn't be here.
8 years later, in 2013, I was faced with being a single mom and having no job. And so I went through the state unemployment website, and you had to do all these things to prove, that you were looking for work and things. And there was this one listing, and it said Indiana Blood Center. And I read the description. I'm like, that sounds like something I'd be really good at. I think I can do this. And so I filled out the application online and went through and answered all the questions. And at the very end, there was a box, a field. I don't know if the characters were limited. I didn't care at that point. And it said, tell us why you want to work here. And I'm like, because you saved my life, and I went through the whole story, and I just kept typing, and it probably all got cut off, but I didn't care. And I just poured out so much gratitude in that little box because I wanted them to know, you need to hire me because I just need to tell you thank you. Like, I just need to tell you how much, what kind of a difference you made for my life and for my family. And I got the job. I've been at Versiti for a little over 9 years, and though my role has changed a little bit, I do work in donor recruitment. And there aren't too many other jobs where you can go home at the end of the day, you can look in the mirror, and you can say, I made a difference in somebody's life today. And because of the donors and because of our staff and even little old me, we change the trajectory of people's lives. And that's my favorite part.
Our mission is saving lives, and I am so grateful for our donors and our coordinators, our drive hosts. You guys make our mission possible, and I can't say it enough from the bottom of my heart, because I did have to receive it, and we love you all so much, so thank you.